Welcome to your energy forecast update for April 15th through the 30th, 2019, with galactic guidance from my spiritual team. If you're new to me or my channel, I am Johanna Burkhardt. I am the Soul Shaman, and I welcome you. This energy that we're going to be experiencing, I want to tell you that it's going to be difficult for some of you. And I want to tell you that it's okay. It doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't mean that you're not doing something right. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy, or that life is over, or that you've done something. It's happening for you. The energy that we are stepping into, that we've already stepped into, is one of a little bit of upheaval, because for a lot of people, after April, life's going to be completely different. Life is going to be, it's going to be like that thing that you walk away from that you never see again, right? It's going to be completely shifting. It's one of self-mastery. And for some who are going to watch this will be the beginning of your awakening, right? It won't be that self-mastery level. It'll be more of that self-discovery. And that's the two shifts, right? We have the ones that are, this energy is coming in to wake them up, right? To shake them up. And if you look at the world today, if you look at humanity right now, I don't watch the news, but I get little bits and pieces here and there. And when you look at it, you can feel it. You can feel it deep in your soul that there is a paradigm shift happening. That the way that we see the world today is changing. And it's changing for the better. We're becoming more aware. I mean, that's what an awakening is an awareness at a deeper level, the remembrance. So whether it's at the beginning of your journey and this self-discovery, and your world is falling down around you because you're needing to wake up and become more aware of your reality, or if you've been on this journey for a while and you are stepping into that self-mastery, you're going to find that inner battle happening inside of you. It's almost like this tornado that is just pulling up all of the different aspects of yourself that you have pushed away, repressed down, avoided, escaped. Whether it's from an energy imprint from another lifetime, from an inner child experience, or from last week. This energy is going to be pulling it all together inside of you. And for some, it can almost feel like that energy of being pulled down the rabbit hole. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. The different parts and pieces of ourselves that are being brought up to the surface, we're given an opportunity to go within and unite them. Separation isn't always about separating from me or you, or separating from God. It sometimes is just separating from ourselves, because it all starts and ends with you. For some of you, it's going to feel as if you are suffering with deep loss or grief, because as we integrate parts and pieces of ourselves, these wounds, right? These things that we have blamed and placed outside of ourselves, they almost take on a life of their own. And so when we finally put them down, when we unchain ourselves from that weight that we have dragged with us for so long, it's as if we are grieving a person, because it was an energy that was a part of us that we carried along forever, for so long. We let it go and we feel that deep loss. But that deep loss, that grief, I always say, is also a deep layer of love. Because grief is just that. It's just unfinished love. We are making room to love ourselves more. We are loving that part and piece of ourselves, because with every loss that we experience, whether it's a physical person or a job or a friendship, if we leave a different part of the world, if we say goodbye to ways of which we used to be, we grieve. But the unfinished part of grief is love. And that love is that final acceptance, right? That integration of ourselves as a whole, where we as a light being envelop the dark, or what we perceive to be dark, the different aspects of ourselves, and we completely envelop them into the light, accepting that part of us. This is the unfinished part. This is where we return to ourselves, we turn to love. We do that by accepting ourselves in all forms, accepting and loving ourselves in all the ways that we have been, all the things that we have experienced, all the things that we ourselves have done. We are walking away from the old patterns. We are walking away from the programming. So whether you are just waking up and starting your journey of self-discovery, of that remembrance of who you truly are, at the cellular levels of your soul, or if you've been trying to navigate this journey and are now being asked to step in to that self-mastery, that mastering of your emotional state of being and your response or reaction at any moment, this is the energy of the rest of April. And it is a huge shift for humanity. At the end of the week, Friday, the 19th, I'm Eastern Standard Time, so it'll happen about 7:14 a.m. for me. We will have the peak of the full moon in Libra. And the full moon energy, as any full moon, is going to illuminate the things that aren't serving us. So in conjunction with this energy, we now have this full moon that is really helping this energy to be brought to the surface, and that flashlight to be shined on it. But it also is a beautiful opportunity for us to shed that skin, to shed those layers of what is not serving us, to step out of that old programming, imagining that programming of how we've always handled things, right, or been afraid to even, is being imprinted on the skin that we are shedding as we shift. And allowing ourselves to find that nurturing and that comfort and that rooting while we go through this by grounding into Gaia Sofia. Grounding into her heart center, into her warmth, feeling her energy holding space for us while the sun shines down and activates us, while the wind blows new energy through us, while we allow the plants to beautifully fragrant our journey and allow us to just be brought back to life by the simpleness. This is what this full moon is doing for us. So yes, to help ourselves this week is a lot of grounding, and grounding into Mother Earth, right? To feel that connection with our ultimate mother, the creator, Gaia Sofia, the one who is the ultimate nurturer of our being in this physical reality. Rooting into our bodies so that we can feel and integrate the energies of which is being asked of us to do so. So that we can feel the emotions that we fear most as a way of moving through them. If you follow me at all, you know that the quickest way is through, and that you discover in that process that you are the one that you've been seeking. You just have to go through it. That is the quickest way to do it. It's to go through it. So root down into your body and allow yourself to feel the emotions that you fear. Allow it to be imprinted on the skin that you are shedding and stepping into a new way of being. And if we can do this collectively, can you feel the shift that humanity will experience? This is why nothing will be the same after April. And moving forward, the energy is only going to get stronger, helping us collectively to shift into this new way of being. This is part of what the Palladians are talking about when we speak of the Great Awakening. This is amazing energy. But again, it will be difficult for some people. But I'm here to tell you, the suffering is optional. The suffering is optional. In addition to rooting into your space and allowing yourself to be deeply nourished and deeply nurtured by yourself and by Mother Earth, this is going to mean a lot of self-love and a lot of self-care, a lot of holding space for yourself, a lot of outside time in nature. You're going to want to nourish your body with healthy foods, things that maybe are a little bit light. I know for myself personally, when I experience heavy emotion, I don't want to eat. The extra weight of the food on top of the emotion that I'm feeling can make me feel nauseous and sick and heavy, and I don't like that. So for some, you'll be detoxing. For others, it's just eating foods that really nourish your body and nourish your soul and allow you to feel good, right? Taking that time to rest and love yourself. And this is going to look different for everybody. And spending that time in nature to feel how supported you are by Gaia Sofia, by her love, by the energy, right? Even if it's just a walk every day to smell the scents and to feel the breeze and to feel the sun and feel her energy surrounding you. These are the ways in which you can help yourself as you go through this experience over the next 2 weeks. So let's get into this energy activation. I was actually out walking today and I could feel this energy coming into my cells, and I knew that it was for this transmission. And so if you're driving, please stop and come back and listen to this later. It's going to be short, but they are often intense. And so I don't want anything to happen. So please, if you're driving, push pause and come back. Just taking a couple of deep breaths, breathing in, feeling your whole body fill up and out. Once again, breathing in and out. Bringing your focus to your heart center, to the way that your chest rises and falls with every breath. The expansion and contraction of your belly. The natural adjustment of your spine. As we go deeper and deeper within our hearts, into our gardens of our being, our sacred space, filled with joy, filled with peace and harmony. Standing in our sacred space within our hearts and feeling the most peaceful, beautiful energy. As we allow these beautiful energetic roots to flow beautifully down our column of light and out our feet. Digging in through the earth's surface, down deep into Gaia Sophia's heart center, into her core. Plugging in directly. Feeling that electric charge, that loving energy as it reciprocates and begins to flood your being, rising up those energetic roots and your column of light back into your heart center, back into your sacred space, in the center of your being. As we feel this energy beginning to flood and expand our heart center, we begin to be enveloped by the sense of Gaia Sofia, of the flowers, of the plants, feeling the warmth of our own soul, of our own cosmic sun within our being, beginning to warm and activate all of our senses as we connect even deeper inside of our heart space. As we begin to hear the breeze, as it begins to flow, as it gets closer and closer to our energy, allowing us to open up ourselves and allow the breeze, the shift, and the fresh energy to begin to run through us, allowing us to surrender fully to this moment. Just allowing that energy to overtake our being. As we feel those energetic roots physically beginning to anchor our being deeper and deeper into Gaia Sofia's energy, allowing us to feel anchored and held. As we open ourselves up and awaken ourselves to the peace, to the love, to the joy that has always been inside ourselves. Feeling that beautiful flow of energy from her heart space to ours, running through us and all around us, allowing us to be present, to find peace, to find harmony, to recenter, to root and ground deeper into ourselves in the present moment. Taking another deep breath in, anchoring it into your cells, and breathing out. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful connection, this beautiful anchoring into Gaia Sofia, into ourselves even deeper. Please come back and listen to it again if you need be. And as always, thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Namaste.